Bringers. Okay, this is where we at this week. This is the battleground for the week. Friday Night Lights. Who gonna be bright? Huh? Who gonna go home crying at night? Woo!
Look, we can do it. So this is where they eat lunch at. So we eat lunch at our student conference. That's when our football players might on board. I knew he probably hyped.
What has been the key factor in the success of your program?
As everything, man, consistency, right? So I learned a long time ago, growing up in Miami, from guys that weren't necessarily always doing the right thing. If you're on the block, you got to be consistent.
What's up?
Right? If you're in school, you got to be consistent.
Yes,
So I think consistency is everything. You can want something that somebody else have, but if you're not willing to work for it, it's never going to come to fruition, right? It's never going to mature. So I think the biggest thing for me is like work for what you want. Nobody's going to give you anything. You know, as a black male, I feel ain't nobody will give you anything. So if you want to go get it, go work towards it. Put yourself in a position to go take it or receive what you've earned.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, evolution is steady changing all the time. The world is steady spinning. You know, how do you adapt to, you know, the changes and the nuances of not just the football part, but society, just things in general? Like how do you adapt and just continue the success at the rate that you've been having it?
You got to find some people that know a little bit more than you, right? So I'm always lean on guys who are in the profession, who are in the business, that have done it longer than I have, right? I'm not gonna pick up a camera and say I know how to do what y'all do. That's not my thing, right? But if I was going to start it, I'm gonna go find guys that have done it, and I'm gonna learn as much as I possibly can, and glean from them, and put myself in a situation to be good. So I don't think you mess over your youth league coaches. Like you got to go talk to them. They spending time with kids. You find teachers in this building that do a real good job at teaching, right? And then you find out their methods of teaching, then you do what they do. You understand where I'm coming from? So I'm gonna always try to find guys or coaches or men that are better at what I do than me, and spend some time sitting up under them, right? Humble myself, put myself in a position where I can learn from them. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not gonna ever grow. So I think that's number one. I think number two, right, this evolution of this thing is pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what people saying, and do twice as much listening as you do talking. Like, y'all can have the social media and talk. I'm just gonna listen to what people saying, and I think sometimes they tell you the truth, right? They tell you the truth without even telling you the truth.
So not to cut you off, so does that entail for you to go out and reach out to younger coaching that might be more hip to the culture of what's going on and be able to get to the kids?
So to your point, I have a coach that played for me, Chris Daxton. He travels for work. Okay, so since he travels for work, he is not allowed to be with us because they up and running again. Before COVID, they were up and running, but then they stopped. So he was here. I had his knowledge. I had his wealth, right? But now he's back traveling again. But we got a guy that played for the Kansas City Chiefs, Felton Davis, right? That's back. He's here. He's home. I'm pulling on him every day.
Absolutely.
Right? And some tidbits for every game, right? He's going through our film. He's going through our schedule. They do this, they do this, they do this. This is what we did at the Chiefs. Okay, so I'm going to take that knowledge and I'm going to apply that knowledge on a regular basis. So whether you're older, whether you're younger, whether we're the same age, I'm a pull. I'm not, again, humility is everything, I think, in my point of view. Being humble about the situation. Yes, my name is on the banner. Coach Johnson has won this many games. The community has won this many games. The school has won this many games. The program has won this many games, not just Lauren Johnson. So regardless of everybody else's thoughts, what everybody else believe, it's a group effort. It's never an individual effort. And I think no one person is bigger than the entire program.
So what do you do different from this game compared to other games? We all know what this game means. You know what I'm saying? So what do you say or what do you do different with your team for a big game like this in a primetime moment to get them over the curve mentally?
Well, it's going to vary, right? It'll vary from what it was yesterday to what it is today. Once you see how they progress and move forward, the biggest thing is this: we're talking about a program that's been very successful, and they've been some places where we want to go, right? We don't have 10 state championships here, all right? So that's something that I think about. But what I really, really want to do, man, is just kind of keep their focus on what we do, because regardless of the outcome, everybody else gonna talk. Regardless of the outcome, you get 10 weeks to practice for the last 5 games. I'm concerned about the last 5 games and not even these first 10. People say that's crazy, but when you put it in perspective, you get 10 weeks to practice on what you're gonna do, and then the last 5 you got to be successful at it. And we've been successful in the last 5. We like to win all 15, right? If we're gonna be in that situation, but last year we were 4-1 in the games that count, and we lost the last one. So nobody ain't thinking about what you did. Week 11, 12, 13. Everybody knows we lost, right, to Freedom Woodbridge in the state championship. So that's what we hang our hat on, playing well the last 5 weeks of the season. So it's going to be a big game this week, and it's a big game next week, right? We got 2 back-to-back. So we just got to go out and we got to play. So the mentality is focus on what we do. If we focus on what we do, then we think we'll be good.
Right, and you saying focus on what y'all do. I know how coaches are. You know, I'm big. You know, I'm a coach myself. I'm big on, you know, I respect, you know, how the outlook and how people go into games. As much as you're willing to give me, where do you see your team having success this week? Offensively, defensively, and maybe special teams?
I mean, it's hard to say, man. They haven't played a game yet, right? So to go out there and say, I know exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, I'll be lying to you. You know what I'm saying? I know Blunt's a very good ball coach.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't think he's showing everything. I don't think he's showing his entire spade hand. You understand where I'm coming from? And with that being said, I think it's one of those situations where you got to wait. You know, I always tell people ask me, are you ready to play? I say, I'll let you know at 7:30. Like the game kick off at 7. At 7:30, I'll let you know if we're ready or not.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to try to pull any stops and say, man, we know exactly. We know they like to run the ball. That is been the mantra of Phoebus for 25 years. They're going to run the ball. So if you don't stop run, it's going to be a long night for you. That's number one. So I think you got to stop the run. I think that's something that you have to do. They got hella athletes, man. Whether they running the ball and they had 21 personnel in our formation, they could throw the ball up to somebody, a deep ball, and go get it. So, of course, you got to eliminate the big play. I think that's any defense has to do that. Offensively, man, we got to be consistent. I said that earlier. I'm going to continue to say it. We can't have foolish penalties and turnovers and things like that. We got to continue drives. And sometimes continuing a drive may not be scoring, but it's changing, it's flipping field position, right? I think you want to win that battle as much as you can. And honestly, man, we just want to win the special teams battle. We spend so much time on it, and we focus on it on a tremendous amount that we want to be in a position, man, where we like win some of those battles, not tie, not lose, kind of be on the winning side of that advantage and put ourselves in good position to have great field position whenever the opportunity presents it. But again, to get them to punt, you got to stop them. That's number one.
Sure.
If you don't stop them, you ain't getting a punt return, right? You only want to really have, 1 or 2 kickoff returns a game. That means the first one, right, or the second one at halftime and nothing else. All right, so you got to, again, play great defense to get in that situation. So all of these things hinge around the 2 major parts of the game of football. To get to that third phase, man, you got to be really good at that. And if you're not good at that, then it doesn't matter.
Cool. Final question to you is, how do you feel home field advantage plays a role into this game, if any?
You're a good football program. It don't matter where you play, man. Just put the ball down, right? So we would like to think that our crowd will be here, and the crowd will be, at an uproar, and everything will be going well for us. Probably the only advantage is, man, they got to drive an hour. So, you know what I mean, to get to the game. That fatigues them, or they get stuck in the tunnel. If they don't get stuck in the tunnel, ain't no advantage. You understand where I'm coming from? They come to the tunnels, right? So they ain't on that side of the world. So it don't matter, right?
A little bit of traffic.
That's the only advantage that you got, man, because talking about a football program that's been there, done it, right? To win the state championship on the last play of the game means kids are fighting to the very, very end. So you know what you face, you know what you're faced with. You know what they're going to do. You know what the story is when they get on the bus. You know when they're getting off the bus. Again, man, it's a great opportunity for both schools.
Right.
It represents the state at a high level, which we need. We need that more. People don't think they play football in any other state except, you know, the Florida where I'm from, or Texas or California. But it's good for this type of game to be played. And then you just kind of move from there. You know, I'll say this. You know, I've watched the Xavier Adibis, Nathaniel Adibis. I've coached those guys. You know what I'm saying? When they were there before, I know what they're working towards now to kind of do another 4-peat, right? Which not many schools can even open their mouths to say that they won it once. So you know the volume of talent that's coming out of the area. You know the hunger and the desire. Like when you ride through there, you know what it's all about, right? So you see it, you understand it. I played with guys that are from that area. I coach guys that are from that area. So I know the pride that's coming from there. It's just one of those situations where you got to match the intensity. They got to match ours. We got to match theirs. And that makes it a great ball game. If it's lopsided one way or another, man, it's not that. It's not what we all expected to be.
No, for sure.
You understand where I'm coming from? So we want a high level ball. We want to play at a high level. We want to compete at a high level. We want to perform at a high level. And if we can do those things, man, it'll be what the people want it to be. And the best team that night, Friday night, is going to win the ball game. And then you kind of move from there.
Look, man, it's CEO Brickz, and y'all know what time it is. It's the game of the week, Highland Springs versus Phoebus High School. I got my man Dustball with me. Y'all don't know him by that name, but it is what it is. That's my man Dustball from here. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves, man. These are the key members of Highland Springs football team. What's your name, bro?
Dustin Johnson, quarterback.
Commits?
Harvey.
Name?
Harvey Anderson, kicker punter.
Brennan Johnson, top 2 right now between Virginia Tech and Maryland. Safety and linebacker.
Okay, yeah. Brennan Johnson got some swag with him. He said played for Team Pressure, so I got to go back and look at the film, you know, and see what all the ones and twos is about. Hey, look, fella, so everybody know this is a big game. And, I mean, both of y'all still can win state championships, but it's an ego thing. It's momentum for the whole season. What do y'all think, starting with you, what do you think you got to do this game to go out and outperform Phoebus High School? Because we all know that they're a powerhouse. You know, they do what they do. They 3 state championships in a row, and they looking for 4. So what you got to do to stop their momentum?
Well, it starts now in practice. We got to practice hard during the week. Teams that win practice during the week. So I know Coach Johnson will get us ready for this game. He's doing a great job preparing us. So it really just starts now after school. Working every day.
Okay. And yeah, your coach talks big about the culture and y'all being, you know, sound with the culture. He bring in coaches that can lead y'all to championships and lead y'all to winning games. So as we go into the film room, what specifically do you look at in the film room, even though your position, you know, kicker, whatever, what do you look at, or do you also help your other players, you know, look at things and break down things at a different level?
So the main key things I look at is what fast guys they have, who could possibly return it back, so who not to kick it to, what they have coming off the edge, if they're good at blocking or not, whether that be on field goal or punts and things like that.
Because, you know, people take you know, special teams for granted. 3 points is a lot of points.
Field position too.
In field position too, blocking them in the you know, inside the 10. Yeah, so it's a very big part. But now let's keep it real.
Yeah.
All right. You watch film, you watch film. Everybody's watched film. What's the weak links y'all been seeing in the film room? On their side. What's the weak links? Let's keep it tall, right? You say? Let's keep it tall. What's the weak links? Where do you know y'all can go and be successful?
We're gonna play sprinkle football. I mean, we run the ball downhill. We got the best running back room in the state. Mark my words on that. So we're gonna run the ball downhill. Nelson gonna do what it do. Y'all finna see what he really about. For real. Y'all gonna see what it really about. Really slept on and stuff like that. But this guy does a good job with the touchbacks and stuff like that. That's helped us out on defense a lot.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play sprinkle football. You know, defensively, starts with the D-line. Rakai Hopkins, Jaden Schuler, Roshan Street, DeMar Lassiter, the front four. Starts with them right there. If they back there, game over. I'm gonna call it like that. So it starts with them right there. They play good. Whole team play good. Yeah.
So how many of y'all gonna have in the stands? You think
it's packed out?
Packed out?
Sold out.
See,
Wall to wall, sold out.
Sold
yeah,
out.
yeah. I wish I could be here. I mean, they got a new rule and stuff like that because we had a lot of fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the 18 up rule, but I mean, the people here can get in for they buy a ticket and stuff like that. But like, if that rule went intact, I'm telling you, the whole thing. I'm talking about people in the back of the end zone, all that. That's the old spring and stuff like that. That's before the rule came, but it's still gonna be packed out. Best believe that.
Anything you need to add?
Let's go.
First of all, you know, a little bit about myself, and this is no disrespect to where we at. You know, ex-Phoebus player, Coach Phoebus played there, trained a lot of the athletes. You know, and I respect y'all just like I respect them. I see good football all the time. You know, I've come to a few of y'all games last year. I was at the Moy game. A few things didn't go y'all way. Y'all fought back hard. You know, it was a hard-fought game. So I decided to say, you know, I'm interested in seeing and just both of y'all line up. You know, some of y'all I'm not familiar with as far as personally, but what on defense do y'all feel like y'all have to do to stop them? Because you know, I hear them say a few things, and it doesn't matter what they're saying. But I just want to just kind of see and hear, like, how are you looking at it? You know, you're a big time recruit. You know, you got some pretty big offers on the table. And congratulations on that. You know, you're the safety, you said, correct? Right. So you're in the back end. You're basically the quarterback of the defense on the back end. Right. So everything has to go past you if it's gonna get across that line. So what do you feel like y'all have to do to stop them based upon what you think they do well? How do you feel about their quarterback?
Young quarterback, I think he's very athletic, very promising kid. You know, I think it's really the running back though. Running back, he pretty good downhill runner. Get to that second level, he can get up out of there. So for real, we got to tackle. So as long as we tackle, take away the big plays and stuff like that, I think we'll be good on defense. It won't be a question. I promise you that.
Kicker. If the game is on the line and you had to make a kick from the 50-yard line or the 45 with the game on the line, what we doing? You got that type of leg? You got that type of leg?
I treat everything like an extra point.
Everything is extra point.
All extra points.
Free money.
Yeah.
So you like Steph Curry when he cross half court.
So
I like that. That's all right.
You rather be placed on the hash, middle of the field, right half, hash, left hash? What do you like? You know, because if the game is on the line, the coach is gonna say, all right,
exactly. What's the spot? What's the spot?
Where do you want to be at?
Preference, give me the middle.
Give you the middle. Yeah, okay, that's
easy
beautiful.
shot. You right legged or left legged?
Right leg.
Right leg. So
Cool.
you good from 45?
Deeper.
Oh, that's Harvey Anderson.
Okay.
Don't play with him like
Well,
that. Hopefully,
yeah,
it doesn't
won't
come
get
down
to
to
it,
a field goal. Yeah.
Well, look, man. Hey, look. Good luck this week.
Yeah.
Like I said to Coach Johnson, I hope everybody come out healthy. You know, no injury free, just great football. You know, come out excited. I'll be here in the pregame. You know, I'll probably run past y'all, you know, shake y'all hands, just wish y'all well.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to Friday. I hope y'all doing the same. Continue your success. You know, good luck to you moving forward. You the same way. Wherever y'all go beyond this place, man, take it as far as you can.
Yeah.
You know, be intentional with everything you do. You know, and just remember that word for the rest of your life as men. Be intentional. Everything is with intent to be the best.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, once again, good luck Friday. Looking forward to seeing y'all play. And I'll see y'all pregame.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
We gone. City.
Signing out. Don't drop mama's milk.